Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in at the small forward. And for the Timberwolves, the wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Garnett. And it's Conley in at the point. You know what stands out, Clark, with both of these teams is their speed and their athleticism.
And because of those things, Kevin, it's going to be about limiting fast break opportunities. That'll be a key for both of these squads. Taking care of the ball, always a critical factor, and then being able to stay clear of those momentum-changing plays.
They get it back. Outside, Williams takes the three. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, you love to see that. Holmgren keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Now Conley. He dishes it to Garnett. And Holmgren pulls it down.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here is Edwards, following the score by Oklahoma City. Back to Garnett. And Garnett with the slam.
Maybe for finding his open guys, Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Well, Thunder have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
First personal foul.
Strong take by SGA. 6'6" with point guard skills. What a nightmare matchup he is.
The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the game. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Edwards. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Clark, what can you say about Anthony Edwards?
At the line,
living up to that first overall hype. He has been spectacular.
Yeah, he has been, Kevin. I agree. Some were surprised he went first overall, but you look back at that draft, he was as good a #1 pick as any of them, and he's certainly proven to be worthy of that status.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort. The kick out to Williams. Minnesota with the rebound.
Well, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Here's Garnett. And Holmgren pulls it down. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Edwards against Caruso. Just fine on the clock. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Hey guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call them.
Now here's Edwards. Passes it to Garnett. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
How about the power there, KG? He can fly with the best of them.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Outside, Dort. Holmgren. Great positioning on the putback.
And how about the readiness of Holmgren? Sticking with the play so he's right there to finish it off.
Edwards can't hit.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Williams. Holmgren with the steal. Rebound, Minnesota. To the middle. Here's Garnett. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Oklahoma City moving it around. Over Garnett. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over him.
Conley for 3. Here's Gobert. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
It's too easy for him when he's that close. The defense has to put a body on Gobert inside.
Outside, Dort. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on the triple. Conley, the pass to Garnett. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. 6 points for Kevin Garnett.
That high release point for Garnett really helps him. Feels like nobody can block his shot inside.
And first time of the game called for Oklahoma City.
And you know, what you love about Mike Conley, he's a leader by example.
The epitome of a terrific point guard and teammate. True professional in every sense of the word, on and off the floor. He plays and he teaches and mentors. I could see him, if he desired, being a really good head coach someday.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Tries from 10, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And a foul called on Minnesota.
I mean, what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Thunder shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
You know, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
Clark, last season, Minnesota's talent was undeniable, but the results weren't there.
You know what, Kevin? They just had trouble puzzling all the pieces together. I mean, this season wasn't a failure by any means, but the outcome didn't match the high expectation. So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
Minnesota making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Joe's checked in. With the tip, Garnett grabs the board. For Minnesota, they've gone 50% from the field at this point, 4 of 8.
Well, the defense trying to throw Edwards off with some contact, but he's smart. He stays focused on his shot.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the pass to Holmgren. Outside, Dort. Back to Holmgren. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
It's Edwards on the wing. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 5 rebounds tonight. Over in the corner, Dort. Up and in on the layup.
Very good inside. Dort's got great upper body strength.
Timberwolves trail. Conley dishes to Garnett. Over Williams. Garnett can't get it to go. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Holmgren can't hit.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time. Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
Now here's Williams. 6 points for him. Holmgren the pass to Williams. Here's Dort. The three-pointer off the mark.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They trail by 1. Gilgeous-Alexander against Garnett. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
And scouts question whether Gilgeous-Alexander could finish through contact. There's your answer.
Conley, the pass to Garnett. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 4 assists in the game.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
Good decision there from SGA. Tough, though, to miss a guy that open.
Conley surveying the D. Pass to Alexander Walker. It's stolen by Dort. To the paint. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And now a 3-point Thunder lead.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
So the Timberwolves call their first timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Holmgren. Wiggins comes in for Williams. And Wallace sub in for Gilgeous-Alexander. KG, that's good.
Look at his athleticism, the mobility and agility. Garnett knows how to make himself dangerous in the pick and roll.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Give him a hand, fans. You're pumped.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to Hartenstein. He dishes it to Wallace. Driving the lane. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Thunder lead by 3.
High percentage play. He's excellent around the rim.
And Garnett has it in the corner. And they double up Garnett. Conley the pass to Garnett. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Here's Edwards. Thunder with the rebound.
Defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Here's Dort. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. There's the foul. That's against Minnesota.
6'3", 250 pounds. Luke Dort is one strong guard. Hard to handle for defenders.
So he gets them both. Timberwolves trail by 5. Conley with it. Hasn't made one yet. Passes to Alexander Walker. Garnett is doubled. The shot. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And here are the Thunder now. They're on a 14-6 run. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Hartenstein passes to Dort. They get a hand on it. Back to Edwards. Takes a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Edwards got 11 points.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but he sure looked good there.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Kicks it to Wallace. 1:53 left in the first quarter. Back to Dort. Shot clock at 6. Charity stripe shot. Reed with the rebound. The Timberwolves shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Conley finds Garnett. That evens the score. 12 points for him.
And so far, Garnett has dominated this game, getting to his spots and executing.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Hartenstein. Still yet to score. Reed with the block. Outside Edwards. That's in there. Conley with the assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 2. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
You have to give them credit for their defense here in the early stages. I mean, they've shown tremendous anticipation, on the same page as a unit defensively, especially on those block shots.
And not only that, their elite conditioning emanates from the pace they're playing offensively. They are getting out and running.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Mike Conley. Now here's Edwards. Tight defense on him. Here's Garnett. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
There's that famous KG intensity that he's known for, powering through to hit the inside and forcing that one down.
Dort passes to Wallace. Here's Joe. Edwards defending. A floater. Here's Wallace. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. For Oklahoma City, they have gone 4 for 5 with the cherry stripe in this one up to now. And that one misses. Gobert, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. He hits the second from the line. And the Timberwolves with possession here. It's a 3-point game. DiVincenzo passes to Alexander Walker. It's Edwards on the wing. 13 points in the game. Shoots the 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Right back after this break. Broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. They've got Hartenstein. Alex Caruso out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Williams. And it's Holmgren in at the 5 down low. Now here's Edwards. And there's the pass to Reed. Off target from outside.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
No problems knocking that one down. Holmgren's got 9.
And love Holmgren's rise and fire approach. This speaks to his level of confidence.
Edwards kicks to Reed. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Reed's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Timberwolves.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Caruso. No scoring in this one. Holmgren the pass to Caruso. Back to Holmgren. Count it.
Yeah, some contact in there, but Holmgren maintains his balance and able to complete the play.
DiVincenzo against Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Edwards. To the left side wing. DiVincenzo kicks to Edwards. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Caruso. Again, the Thunder score.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
Edwards inside. Defended by Caruso. He gets that one.
It's like running into an immovable object. Gobert setting that pick nicely.
Clark, when you think of top rebounders today, Rudy Gobert is a name that comes to mind.
Yeah, he's super long and tall, but that's not just why he's such a dominant rebounder. He's got a real good knack for reading where balls are coming off, and the timing that he has is pretty impeccable too. And even though he's north of 7 feet tall, he does a good job boxing out as well.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Now here's Williams. He's got 6. Holmgren can't hit. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Caruso.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
Thunder trailing by 6. Caruso, the pass to Holmgren. Knocks down the 3 ball. Holmgren's got 8 points here in this quarter.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
Caruso against Edwards. The 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Caruso. To the inside. Got that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut to just 1 on the basket from Hartenstein.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Minnesota calls timeout. Hey, the league is now, Greg, on any given night, we sometimes see a team fall flat. Is it just luck of the draw?
Sometimes players are tired, and sometimes they relax. You know, this is why leadership is so vital, setting that standard for others to follow.
Kevin Garnett is checked in for Minnesota. Conley now comes in for Edwards. And here is Conley. Nothing on the board. Shoots over Holmgren. On the wing, DiVincenzo. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Now here is Conley. Garnett left side. Back to Conley. Down low. The second chance effort. Garnett can't get it to go. Oklahoma City's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Knocked loose. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Caruso. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Here's Alexander Walker. Garnett in the post. Working on Williams. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
He's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He dialed that one from long distance. DiVincenzo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. He has 5. Holmgren kicks to Williams. Double team on Williams. 6 to shoot. Caruso, the pass to Hartenstein. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. That shot wide open. Holmgren's got 10 points in the quarter.
The fans and this team just love how Holmgren plays the game, going on the attack with a ton of energy.
Now here's Conley. He has yet to score. And finished off by Gobert.
Going high to throw that one.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Now here's Conley after the miss from Chet Holmgren. Conley's shot is off. Under trailing by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Williams with the ball. 6 points for him. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Timberwolves leading by 4. DiVincenzo passes to Conley. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Offensive rebound. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Garnett finds DiVincenzo. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Fades back. KG, that's good. Now it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
You know, play like this, I think, is a credit to Garnett's focus. He doesn't let the clock distract him from getting done what needs to be done.
Williams against Garnett. Williams can't get it to go. Here's Conley. Still scoreless. Inside, Garnett. And Garnett with those slams.
A veteran floor general who consistently makes good reads. Conley's teammates trust him in the pick and roll.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren trying to get open. Count them 1. The Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 6, and the bucket from Gilgeous-Alexander. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Garnett outside. And it's Kevin Garnett with the finish.
KG taking no prisoners and dropping the hammer down. Well, what a nice throwdown by Kevin Garnett.
And so it's Oklahoma City with Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he comes up with the deuce.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker, and Anthony Edwards sub in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now here's Conley. Out to Edwards. Goes back up. And off the left side of the rim. And he swirls in for it. Edwards got 20. Under trailing by 7. Higgins outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
That's to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Conley. Garnett grabs the board. Garnett's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Conley kicks to Garnett. It's Edwards on the wing. Tries again. And the rejection by Holmgren.
And what makes Holmgren so dangerous as a shot blocker, he does it on the interior as well as away from the basket.
Minnesota making a switch. Reed's checked in. Now here's Edwards. Out to Conley. Back to Edwards. Goes up again. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Conley. Pass to Reed. Tries yet again. Wiggins with the rebound.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Reed misses.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. It was maybe a step out of his range.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
And we know Chet can shoot the ball, but I like him the most when he's near the basket.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Timberwolves. 3-point lead. The pass to Reed. Launches a three. Buries the long-range jumper. Reed's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Minnesota. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Joe. There's the triple. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Joe's got his first 3 points of the game. And stolen by Wiggins. Kevin Garnett's out with the ticket. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson. It's Minnesota out in front at the half. They have a narrow 3-point lead. Kenny, what's your viewpoint? And that wraps up that.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been a clinic from Kevin Garnett.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight. He's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. Garnett is out there with Gobert, and it's McDaniels at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Joe. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Over in the corner, Edwards. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Caruso.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for Minnesota. Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Thunder trailing by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Holmgren with it, guarded by Garnett. Another shot. They shoot again. Garnett with the block.
Big block that time by Garnett. Using every inch of that frame to get the block.
Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Reid. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Shot clock at 5. Reid gets to Conley. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And there's Holmgren. That's good. On the assist by Dort. Holmgren's got 20.
Great job by Holmgren to maintain his balance and just fending off the defense there.
Garnett in the post. He's guarded by Williams. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2.
First personal foul. First team
Minnesota
foul.
shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
And Oklahoma City making a change. Hartenstein's checked in. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Look at Kevin Garnett. What a contribution.
He continues to burn them with his scoring. And the coaching staff's going to have to come up with a different approach defensively.
The length of McDaniels, a big factor at both ends.
Passes it to Edwards. Down low. And the shot goes in. And it's 29 points for Garnett.
When the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. And that one's good. Caruso.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Conley gets the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that one for Dort. Dort's got 8 points.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Out to the wing. Reid finds Garnett. And it's in there. Garnett's got 31 points.
Playing through contact is something Garnett excels at.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Out to the right wing. Here's Hartenstein. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain it. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Naz Reid. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Wallace is checked in for Gilgeous Alexander. Outside, Dort. Off target with his three. Minnesota leading by 5. And the 28th pick in the 2020 draft, Clark, Jaden McDaniels has more than outplayed his draft position.
Yeah, you know, there were some question marks year one in college at UW, but you look at him now, hey, length, mobility. Skill set, those are things that every team wants and needs.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Caruso looking for an opening. Garnett with the block, and they get it back. Caruso against Edwards. Second chance shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Anthony Edwards. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
The way they've been able to consistently get past the defense and to the cup has been most impressive. They've almost made it look pedestrian.
And all game long, they work the ball inside. It's really worked well for them offensively.
Conley against Wallace. Lets it go from the wing. Rebound by Wallace.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
The pass to Williams. Here's Hartenstein. Knocked away. Stolen by Michael Conley. Here's Edwards. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
That's all weight room right there. Edwards powers through the contact for the hoop and the harm.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. Caruso against Edwards. Pass to Hartenstein. Dort, left side, to the middle. Here's Hartenstein. Guarded by Garnett. A nice shot by Hartenstein.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Conley, the pass to Garnett. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Under trailing by 9. And here is Caruso. He's got 10. Here's Wallace. That one's not going to go. Good work defensively by Conley. Minnesota's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Alexander Walker. That's in there. Conley with the assist. It's an 11-point Timberwolves lead. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, last season the NBA created newly designed trophies to honor the major player awards. Each is named after an NBA legend, including Michael Jordan, Hakeem Olajuwon, Jerry West, Wilt Chamberlain, John Havlicek, and George Mikan. Kevin, while the honor itself will always matter most, having some hardware with a famous player name isn't hurting anybody's hopes. Back to you.
Oh, I agree, David. Thank you.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Gobert, he's checked in for Minnesota. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Higgins is checked in. Pass to Wallace. Conley kicks to McDaniels. He feeds it to Edwards. Outside Conley. Passes it to McDaniels. Just 4 to shoot. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup. McDaniels got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves.
Making the save, McDaniels secures the rock and gets the second chance look.
Wiggins up top, over by Conley. Here's Wallace. Sinks the three-pointer. Wallace has got 6.
Yeah, he recognized the overcommitment by the defense there and then made a smart pass to get that ball back outside.
Here's Alexander Walker. And here's Conley outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That was pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Mike Conley. And a switcher also for Oklahoma City. Joe's checked in. Outside Edwards. There's the drive. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Pretty tricky and sweet pump fake move by Edwards there, pulling the defender in close to get the foul drawn.
The Timberwolves have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Alex Caruso.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
And the pass to Holmgren. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Timberwolves leading by 10. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to DiVincenzo. Cans it from downtown. DiVincenzo's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Sweet shooting from DiVincenzo. Really comfortable getting that shot up quickly.
Now Holmgren. 20 points for him. He took the opportunity when he saw it. Holmgren's got 22.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Pass to Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
To the paint. Gobert can't hit. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Passes it to Joe. And count it from 19 feet away. Joe's got 8 points.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Now the pass to McLaughlin. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Offensive rebound, Edwards. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. It's stolen. Knocks it loose. To the inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert plays as tough at the rim offensively as anybody in the league.
Trailing by 11. Joe passes to Wallace. Higgins outside. There's 53 seconds left in the third. 5 to shoot. McDaniels finds Edwards. Clock at 6. Gobert down low. Working on Holmgren. Pass to DiVincenzo. And another shot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
It's really important for this team to get production from Edwards. When he's aggressive in scoring the ball, they go to another level.
This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line.
And a lot of his points coming by way of the free throw.
I like the fact he's been dialed in. Gotten into a nice rhythm, and he never got out of it.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Kevin Garnett, the big ticket. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Timberwolves. And the blocks just kept on coming for him. He's playing some fantastic D. Back to the action in just a minute. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So for Oklahoma City right now, Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Alex Caruso. And it's Holmgren in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A good-looking shot from the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for Oklahoma City. Pass to DiVincenzo. Right wing. Now Garnett. He's guarded by Williams. Shots good by Garnett. Garnett's got the lead up to 13 now for the Timberwolves.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide-open shooter and just gets him the ball.
Timberwolves leading by 10 to the left wing. The feed to Garnett. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Garnett's got 39.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Minnesota's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. DiVincenzo finds Garnett. Hangs. And they call the foul. So he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
You know, KG's an insanely long player. Now depth allows him to bait defenders into contact and to finish through it.
At the line for one.
Free throw good, Garnett. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Down by 15. Feeds it to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Just popping up to the hoop. Holmgren with size on his side.
For Minnesota, they've got all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. Shot the ball 11 times.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
And Garnett with the slam.
It's basically been on him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Pass to Holmgren. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso finds Dort. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Gregg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Hartenstein's checked in for Oklahoma City. Shot clock at 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Garnett's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Here's McLaughlin. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Edwards has come in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Under trailing by 14. Here's Caruso. Garnett with the block. And it's out of bounds. And they say last touch by Garnett. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein.
Garnett's length really helps him contest shots. He's effective at using that length to make things hard for the shooter.
And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Garnett's got 46 points. Oklahoma City has gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. That at all. Garnett with the block. And the basket is good. And here's Edwards. Garnett up top. Edwards finds Garnett. Over Williams. Garnett can't get it to go. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. The pass to Caruso. And too much time in the way, and they get called for the 3-second violation.
Just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
DiVincenzo passes to Garnett. Back to DiVincenzo. Inside. Doesn't go for him. Nice defense from Dort. And there's the goal on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul. Michael Conley. He's checked in for Minnesota. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's a huge
play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
PG, that's good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Hartenstein. He blocks it again. And that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th.
The free throw drops for Caruso.
Shooting for Oklahoma City.
And so Caruso nails both of them. Here is Conley. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Williams against Garnett.